Buckle up, because what just happened outside that courthouse might be the most explosive moment in this entire saga. Doug Christie's daughter didn't just faint. She collapsed right on the steps of the courthouse after hearing a confession so shocking, so devastating, it's turning the entire case on its head. And the man behind it? Chris Webber. The same man who swore he had nothing to do with Jackie Christie anymore, just got caught whispering truths no one saw coming. What did he admit? Why did it send Doug's daughter to the ground in full view of reporters? And what are Jackie's people doing to keep this footage from going viral? Because yes, there's video. And once you hear what Chris said, you'll understand why they're scrambling to bury it. This isn't just about betrayal anymore. It's about bloodlines, lies, and a truth so dark it almost broke the one person holding this family together. This is the moment that changes everything, and what comes next is even worse. Just when the dust seemed to be settling. Just when people thought things couldn't get messier between Jackie Christie, Doug Christie, and Chris Webber. A single sentence, just 10 words, shattered everything. And the victim? Not Jackie, not Doug, not even Chris. It was Doug's daughter, the one who's remained painfully silent through every headline, every leak, every betrayal, until now. Because yesterday, right after court let out, reporters spotted Chris Webber walking briskly out the side exit. Paparazzi followed. So did 2 legal interns. And unfortunately for him, so did Doug's daughter. At first, it looked like a normal confrontation. No yelling, no pushing. She reportedly asked, "Can we talk just for a minute?" Chris hesitated, then nodded. They stepped aside, near a bench. No security. No cameras in their faces. Just a whispered exchange. But what Chris said next? It was enough to make Doug's daughter collapse, physically, emotionally, and completely. Right there on the pavement. Paramedics were called. She was unresponsive for nearly 2 minutes. News fans didn't even know what they were filming until her name started trending. Hashtag Doug Christie daughter, hashtag Webber confession, hashtag Jackie exposed again. But what did he say? What could possibly cause that kind of raw, public breakdown? Sources say Chris finally told the truth. The full truth about his relationship with Jackie Christie and the daughter. Yes, you read that right. According to a senior court aide who overheard the conversation, Chris allegedly told her, "Jackie told me years ago you might be mine. Let that sink in." The woman the world has seen as Doug's daughter may not be Doug's at all, and the man who had always been seen as a distant, scandalous figure might actually be her biological father. The timing couldn't be worse. Just 1 hour before, in court, Jackie's legal team was scrambling to block the release of a second paternity report, one allegedly ordered in secret after a tip from a hospital lab tech. Doug was in court. Jackie didn't show. Neither did Chris. But the judge hinted something was off. He paused the hearing and requested all parties prepare for a major evidentiary update. No one expected it to leak so fast. No one expected Chris Webber to confirm it. And no one, especially not Doug's daughter, expected to hear it directly from him. She had grown up believing one truth, that Jackie was complicated. That Doug had always tried to protect her. That Chris was just a ghost from Jackie's messy past. But now she's questioning everything. As she lay on that stretcher, cameras flashing, onlookers stunned, Chris reportedly tried to approach her again. Security held him back. And for the first time, a bystander caught him on camera muttering, "I shouldn't have said anything like that in public. Not like that." But it was too late. The moment was captured. Clips of her collapsing went viral within the hour. And Jackie? She still hasn't commented. In fact, insiders say she left town the night before, possibly tipped off that something massive was about to drop. As for Doug, he was escorted from the courthouse mid-hearing after receiving the emergency call about his daughter's collapse. Witnesses say he looked pale, shaken, and unlike his usual calm demeanor. He reportedly punched a wall in the private exit hallway. "She didn't deserve this. Not like this." Those were the only words he gave reporters before vanishing into a black SUV. And while the hospital has confirmed that his daughter is now conscious, they've also stated she's suffering from stress-induced syncope, a severe physical reaction to emotional trauma. Translation? Her body literally shut down from shock. And let's not forget, this isn't some random tabloid theory. This is a young woman who's already testified in court, already survived a media circus, already lost trust in the people who raised her. To hear that her identity, her bloodline, might have been a lie all along, it broke her. But here's where things get even darker. Just 2 hours after her collapse, a former assistant of Jackie's came forward with another bombshell. Jackie always said if Chris knew the truth, he'd try to take everything, the house, the brand, even the girl.
Breathe.
If Jackie knew there was even a chance Chris was the father and she buried that truth for years, it's not just manipulation. It's not just betrayal. It's legal fraud. And that second lab report, the one that was blocked from court? Well, guess what? It leaked online anyway. A document stamped confidential shows a 98.3% paternal match between Chris Webber and the girl we've all known as Doug's daughter. The internet exploded. Fan pages, legal analysts, former friends of the family, everyone's digging into past interviews, old reality TV clips, awkward red carpet photos, and even Jackie's old diaries to find clues. Some are calling this the greatest reality deception of all time. Others are calling it child abuse. But one thing's for sure, this isn't over. Not even close. Because if Chris really is the father, and Jackie really lied to both men, Doug and Chris, then not only is her credibility destroyed, her freedom might be next. Stay tuned, because in part 2, we go deep into the confidential recordings, the explosive court emails, and the final voice memo Jackie tried to delete before skipping town. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse for Jackie Christie, a secret voice recording has surfaced, and it might be the final nail in her carefully constructed empire. We left off with Doug's daughter collapsing outside the courthouse after Chris Webber's whispered confession. Now it's time to reveal what Jackie never wanted the world to hear. This isn't just family drama. This is a full-blown criminal cover-up, unraveling in real time. Hours after the courtroom chaos, reporters received a mysterious email, an anonymous tip, no subject line, no sender name, just one chilling attachment, a 2-minute voice memo labeled only "Last Warning Jackie." In the clip, a woman, confirmed by voice analysis to be Jackie Christie, is heard speaking with someone off camera.
Her voice is low, firm,
terrifyingly calm. If Chris finds out the girl's his, everything falls apart. The shows, the endorsements, even a marriage. We can't afford that.
Not now. Yes, you heard that right.
Jackie knew. She knew Chris Webber might be the real father. She knew Doug had been lied to for years. She knew her daughter was growing up in a carefully crafted illusion, and she chose to keep it buried. But it gets worse, because in the same clip, she says something that sent chills through every investigator who heard it. She's just a kid. She'll believe whatever story I give her. She, of course, is Doug's daughter. A girl groomed to believe in a fantasy. One Jackie scripted. One Jackie monetized. One Jackie weaponized. Now that this audio is public, legal teams are moving fast, faster than Jackie ever expected. And behind the scenes, the legal strategy is falling apart. Doug's attorneys have formally filed a request to reclassify all joint assets, because if the daughter is not biologically his, he's no longer financially responsible for anything tied to Jackie. That includes reality show contracts, joint properties, even the trust fund Jackie claimed was in the family's name. But here's where things take an even more twisted turn. Chris Webber, who spent years distancing himself from Jackie's mess, has now filed a motion of his own, one that caught everyone off guard. He wants paternal rights.
Yes.
The man who confessed in private now wants it on the record. In a statement through his legal team, Chris says, "If I am her father, I deserve to be part of her life. And I want the truth, whatever it is, made public. Not buried under NDAs and contracts." It's a direct shot at Jackie. And it's already working. Because now, Doug's daughter herself has requested legal independence from both parents, filing a motion to appoint a third-party guardian until DNA results are finalized. In her statement, she says, "I need space to process. I don't know who to trust. I just want the truth, without the cameras, the lies, or the pain." Heartbreaking and absolutely justified. But this is where the courtroom cracks turn into full-scale explosions. Because in that same batch of leaked files, there was another document, one most people missed. A deleted email from Jackie's account to her publicist. Subject: damage control plan if it leaks. Inside, she outlines a terrifying strategy. Distract media with a fake health scare, blame Chris for emotional manipulation, leak partial texts that paint Doug as unstable, send the daughter away for healing. This wasn't panic. This was premeditated manipulation. And once again, it backfired. Because now her publicist, feeling the heat, has turned witness. That's right. In a shocking move, Jackie's former PR manager has agreed to cooperate with investigators, turning over 17 unreleased documents for internal memos and a video diary Jackie allegedly recorded 2 weeks before the first DNA test. And in that diary, she admits on camera, they're all so easy to control. Doug with guilt, Chris with hope, and her, she just wants love. If I lose them, I lose the brand.
Let that sink in.
This wasn't about love. This wasn't even about family. This was about power, brand control, and staying in front of the camera, no matter the cost. Meanwhile, social media has exploded. Clips of Jackie's voice memo are trending worldwide. Influencers, analysts, even former co-stars are weighing in. One tweet from a former castmate reads, "I always knew something was off. Jackie controlled every scene."
Now we know why.
Fans are calling for all Jackie's past reality shows to be pulled from platforms. Sponsors are severing ties. And hashtag Justice for the Daughter is now the top trending hashtag globally. But the biggest twist? We've just learned that a second tape exists.
Yes, you read that right.
One of Jackie's ex-assistants has come forward with what she claims is a secret phone call between Jackie and another man. One whose name hasn't even surfaced yet. She says the call includes a second paternity cover-up, financial hush payments, and even a threat to make someone disappear if they talk. It's chilling. It's dangerous. And it's all being handed over to the feds. Because now, this isn't just a family scandal. It's a possible federal investigation into identity fraud, money laundering, and obstruction of justice. As for Jackie, still no official statement. No sightings. And, according to sources, no confirmed location. Her phone is off. Her home is empty. Her team has gone silent. She's either in hiding or planning her next move. But what she doesn't know, the walls are closing in. Because in Part 3, we'll reveal the surveillance footage, the unreleased diary pages, and the unexpected ally who just flipped, risking it all to bring Jackie down once and for all. And the identity of this person will shock even Jackie. If she could control how people felt, she could own them. I stayed quiet for years, but what she did to that girl, it's unforgivable. She hands over 6 handwritten diary pages, each dated from the early 2000s. In them, Jackie writes, "Doug will never know. I think the blood test was tampered. She'll grow up thinking he's her real dad. That's safer for all of us." But perhaps the most disturbing entry, sometimes I wonder if Chris even remembers that night. Maybe it's better he doesn't. That's the moment, Shaw GI. The case stops being just about lies and enters darker territory. Because if Jackie withheld paternity evidence, if she manipulated medical results, if she used her daughter's identity to build a brand, that's not just deception. That's criminal exploitation. And the FBI agrees. They've now confirmed an official probe into paternity fraud evidence, tampering, obstruction of justice, potential wire fraud linked to reality TV contracts, signed using falsified family information. As for Chris, he's done staying quiet. In a press statement released just hours ago, he says, "This has gone far beyond family matters. It's about truth and justice. I'm not walking away from this, not until that girl knows exactly who she is." Doug's camp, meanwhile, is going scorched earth. They're demanding a full audit of Jackie's finances, including potential kickbacks she may have received for exclusive interviews and brand partnerships while knowingly misrepresenting her family. And that mysterious Plan C folder from the Airbnb? It includes a media timeline that predicted every major event. The hospital leaked the courtroom drama even